the most important thing is when we left Facebook, one of the things we saw was the internet is a mess. There's no way for applications to talk to each other. Everybody builds APIs, and that internet is largely fragmented. This is why Facebook ends up building its own silo, and everybody else builds their own silo. One of the last things I was working on when I was leaving Facebook was a system called Trove, and it was going to make it possible for users to own their own data. So every post, every message, everything you write on Facebook platform was owned by you as a user, and Facebook ends up just being a marketplace. That was going to be Libra version 2. So we were leading the Libra project, but we wanted to build a version 2 of Libra that was very data oriented. So when we left Facebook, we decided to basically continue that vision. And we realized to solve the internet's fragmented problem, we had to build every component that the internet had that was making it difficult for applications to compose with each other. So in the future apps don't communicate by APIs, they communicate by objects, and they are directly integrated with each other. So I can build off your business model, you can build off mine. This is going to be critical because the reason why you're going to need to use Web3 versus Web2 is because it makes your business better, it is a lower cost for you, it's easier to win developers, and it's easier to market and partner. So ultimately it's about efficiency, and people talk about efficiency from just smart contract programming. The true efficiency comes from programmability. The fact that I can use a single language to program my storage and access to content, to program my payments, to program my encryption and decryption of keys, to program private computation and verification of information. So the internet never had a single stack that lets you do all these things at once in a composable way. The Sui stack that we keep talking about is exactly that. For the first time, as a programming developer can simply use Move, what we believe will be the JavaScript of the new internet era, to effectively build amazing applications that have never been possible before. It's key for enterprise adoption. And things like ZK login, where I can take my Kakao account, I can take my Google account, and use that to own assets directly without knowing crypto exists, and sponsor transactions where you can remove the need for gas and all these complex things that users don't need to care about. You can build truly differentiated Web 2 applications that are powered by Web 3 backend. So Sui is the only unique stack that lets you solve these amazing problems. Our vision is grander than just L1s. Our vision is actually solving fundamental problems of the internet. Which is why in the last 2 years, you've seen Sui gain more developers than other chains, right? And we believe in the next couple of years, you'll see Sui overtake as a #1 developer platform in crypto. Yeah, look, the most important thing is to keep innovating and solving problems for game-changing businesses. So we are very fortunate to work with some of the largest consumer platforms in the world. And things will come out when they're ready. But I expect to start hearing some new stuff in October. But most important thing really is we work with real companies who have real businesses who are trying to solve problems for hundreds of millions of users. So that is our priority. And as and when they can communicate more publicly, we'll be very, very supportive. But the most important thing for us is really making sure that Sui meets all the needs of solving these world-changing problems, which is why we still also believe Sui will have more users in traditional Web 2 devs than Web 3 platforms, and also more developers as a result of that. So our focus is essentially that. There's an insane amount of demand from Wall Street in regards to Sui right now. Not only do we have Mill City Ventures, there are a number who are in a line or trying to all launch Sui-related DAT. And you power on that with the fact that there are a number of funds set up by Grayscale, in addition to funds like 21 Shares and others, who are ultimately trying to launch Sui ETFs as well. So I think there's only going to be an increase of demand for Sui as a whole. Separately from that, we've announced partnerships with like Fireblocks. BitGo has been a long partner of ours, and of course we're using Anchorage as well as other custody providers. Sui is very well covered by some of the largest institutional providers in the world as well, and I expect that to only continually increase over time. And of course, Robinhood recently listed Sui. That's access to over 20 million traders as well. And the amount of access that Sui is going to have available to it over time is only going to keep increasing. The most important thing is games have to be fun, right? Like crypto for crypto's sake makes no sense. Ultimately, crypto needs to augment and improve the gaming experience. That's why we built the Sui Play 0x1, because we want to remove any barrier from when you need to make transactions in the game. It should feel seamless. It should feel the same as a Web 2 experience, not convoluted with wallet connections and all these things that exist today. So the Sui Play 0x1 is the first premium device in crypto that allows you to play games and use Web 3 in a seamless fashion. That operating system can go into your Windows machine. It can dual boot with your Windows machine. machine, they can go into your phone, you can install on set-top boxes. But we have an amazing opportunity to really have a platform where the integration between Web 2 and Web 3 from a gaming perspective is seamless. So our goal has always been, it should be a better gaming experience for users first. The game should be fun. And society, for example, all the in-game assets are on-chain. Buying and selling and trading is done by stable coins or other means of crypto in a very seamless, non-intrusive way. So the more, and also you can escape the perils of like app stores that charge you ridiculous fees. You can save those costs, launch on the Play OS directly, and then give that money that you're saving back to game players, or even improve the stories, or put that money back in game development. So we're trying to remove the actual, again, it's about better business models, better businesses, solving real world challenges that businesses have. And you do that not just by layer one. You've got to solve the underlying business problems that exist. So our foray into gaming with Sui X1, our foray into gaming with big investments, especially in Korean gaming as a whole, we're probably one of the biggest investors in Korean gaming and crypto, is really a testament to that.